All right, we are back on In the Huddle. NFL here. We staying in the NFL universe as breaking news. I don't call it breaking news because we already knew this. We knew this, man. We knew it. But Kyle Shanahan was like, listen, man, hello. We trying to get rid of Jimmy G. What's going on? He's up for sale. He can request a trade. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo is granted permission to seek a trade from the 49ers. How will Jimmy G's situation play out with the 49ers come September? And Zay, you was the first one to bring it up to me. Floor is yours.
I think, the 49ers are going to want as much compensation as possible for Jimmy G. We all know he's a quarterback who knows how to win football games. He doesn't have the strongest arm, but he does know how to read the football field, and that's the biggest plus of any quarterback that you can really talk about in the NFL. So that's something that a lot of teams are looking for. There's not a lot of franchise quarterbacks in the NFL at the current moment. So there's going to be guys looking for Jimmy G's talents to join their team. One team in my mind that I feel like is going to at least call and inquire is the Colts. I think when you pair him with Jonathan Taylor, that'll be something dynamic for that duo could really take over their division. And I think Jimmy G is a possibility. That destination is the Colts is a possibility for Jimmy G, in my opinion. If I had to give another team, maybe Atlanta Falcons calls, and maybe because they got Kyle Pitts, they just did a quarterback. I don't know who it is, who could be that quarterback for that team, but I know they'll probably call with Jimmy G for Jimmy G services. You're playing in a dome that works out for quarterbacks. It's a better situation. So I think the Colts and the Falcons for me are the two destinations that could possibly be using the services in this upcoming season or in midseason.
Hey, go ahead, Ty.
I'm 50-50 on this, man. And the main reason why I'm 50-50 on this is I don't dislike Trey Lance, but I haven't seen enough of him. I just haven't seen enough of him. I didn't really like us jumping up and drafting him. It didn't really make sense to me, in my opinion, because I felt like we was a team that was just really like a piece or two away from a Super Bowl. As you can see this year, we made the NFC Championship game. I would have liked us, if we was going to jump up that high, I would have liked to seen us get Kyle Pitts. I would have liked to seen us get the linebacker from Penn State that went to the Cowboys. Somebody that could help us. We could have got somebody that could have helped us immediately. Jamar Chase, right? We could have got someone that could help us immediately. But, they seen a lot more Trey Lance than I have, so obviously they're confident in him. I do like the two teams that Zay just named. I think that's definitely a good fit. Maybe the Texans. That could be a possibility too, man. I think Jimmy G's a very solid QB. He's not a top 10 QB, but he's not a bottom 5 QB either. I think he's a above average QB that can get the job done in the NFL.
Yeah, listen, I call Jimmy G the GOAT game manager. Okay, that's what I call him because I think he is the GOAT game manager. The guy wins. Okay, he took you to an NFC Championship game. He took you to a Super Bowl and had a 10-point lead that he gave y'all defense that y'all gave up. Okay, and y'all have a Kyle Shanahan guy who's arguably the best coach when everything is going right in the regular season. But come playoff time, my God. I mean, some of the calls that he makes is questionable. So, yeah, actually, I'm on Jimmy G's side here. I actually think Jimmy G, because he's not ultra talented. So you have to do your job and do your part and play your part. Like my guy, I forgot who said it, but it's in a rap song. But nevertheless, look, I agree too. I didn't know why y'all got in y'all, bag to go up there and draft Trey Lance and trade up to draft Trey Lance. If you were to trade up to draft a quarterback, it should have been Mac Jones. My man, I didn't see my guy take the Patriots. And no disrespect to the Patriots. They've been a very great franchise for the better part of 2 decades, but Tom Brady's not over there, and their weapons is horrible over there. I mean, they paying guys like Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith. Holla at me, like these guys is daggone, number ones. Like, nah, man, they're not number ones. And he took that team to a playoffs. My man, if Trey Lance ain't that made of that stuff, bro, we gonna come back to you and say, what the hell was y'all doing? Why didn't y'all draft Mac Jones? Why did you try to be the smartest man in the room and take the guy with less upside? Well, high upside, but, he wasn't a given because that was the thing with Trey Lance. He may not be that guy today, but he could be that guy tomorrow. Mac Jones was a pro-ready quarterback today. You probably pass the dude. But anyway, y'all win now mode, so that don't make no sense to me. But anyway, speaking about Jimmy Garoppolo and how this situation could potentially pan out, I think eventually, and I hate to say it because Jimmy G is a winner, but the guy's going to get cut because I don't see a scenario where a team right now, maybe down in the later part, if they decide to keep him, that's going to trade for him. Everybody done got their quarterback. The Panthers just got Baker Mayfield. Okay, he's gonna duke it out with Sam Darnold. The Texans, I doubt they like Davis Mills. I like Davis Mills. I think if the Texans weren't named the Texans, we'll be talking about Davis Mills a little more. I think they fine over there at quarterback. The Falcons potentially because Marcus Mariota is not the guy. He's not the guy, and we just had a dude retire. Like, listen, I'd rather retire and play the couch than play for the Falcons. Okay, cool. So maybe that's a fit. Matt Ryan, I still think he could get you to the playoffs. Maybe he's a 1-year rental or not. I don't know. But maybe down the line, they would trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't think it makes sense today. So, yeah, I think right now what it comes down to is Kyle Shanahan releasing Jimmy Garoppolo, which will be very unfortunate because he has some trade value. And if you want to trade for Trey Lance, if the reason why you traded up for Trey Lance in the first place was because of Jimmy Garoppolo's durability, then why give him another full season to get hurt again? That does not make no sense to me because now he has no trade stock. And now you got to cut the dude. And now he may be going to your crosstown rivals in Seattle because I do believe in a scenario that he's cut. Seahawks is like, all right, cool. We'll just scoop him up and let him compete with Drew Lock. And he could be our game manager. We'll ground the pound and pass and do what we got to do. So, yeah, that's how I see it playing out.
Quick question. How much faith does Miami have in Tua? Because that's another situation that Jimmy G could say, hey, my services are available. I can bring this team somewhere. They got some young receivers. They're fast as heck. They know how to move. Why not bring a guy like Jimmy G over in a situation where he knows how to win football games and we got talented young receiving core that want to win some games? Is Tua the guy or is Tua not the guy?
I don't know. According to Tyreek Hill, he's the most accurate. What did he say? He had the strongest. I forgot what he said. But according to Tyreek Hill, they got a lot of confidence in him. But, in that situation, cameras in your face, Mike's, what are you supposed to say, right? That you don't like him or you don't think he's that good.
He needs to be out of the league.
Yeah, you're not going to say that. So, I think, I don't know, man. Like, I can see a scenario where they cut him because he is due some money. And I know it's not guaranteed. The way they top loaded his contract. So the way it's left now is his money's not guaranteed. He has to be on the roster to get it. I can see them cutting him. I don't know how patient they want to be with this because I get what Real Lil is saying. But we all know after the first couple of weeks, somebody's going to be hurt. I'm not wishing hurt upon nobody, right? But we all know that a quarterback is going to get hurt within the first couple of weeks. And it's going to be a team that everybody thought could go far. You know what I mean? I always thought a good fit for him, and I know they just drafted a QB. I always felt like a good fit for him would have been Pittsburgh. I feel like Pittsburgh got a lot of pieces in place, and it's very similar to San Francisco. You got Mike Tomlin. I think they're a greatly ran organization. So I think that would be, playing for the Patriots, playing for the 49ers, who I think is a better ran organization now than it was a couple of years before John Lynch and them got there. And then playing for Pittsburgh, I think that would be ideal for them because I know they just drafted a QB and I know they picked up somebody, but I think Jimmy G is better than both of those guys right now.
It's funny because I think Zay picked that team for Jimmy G, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. But look.
He said,
a long time ago.
When it was Mr. Biscuit, I think before you guys went to Pittsburgh, I was like, Jimmy G could possibly be going over there just due to the fact that that's what they need. A quarterback to know
I picked the Commanders because I'm like, bro, if I'm going to trade for a quarterback and give up the amount of capital they did for Carson Wentz, I'm going Jimmy G because he's a locker room guy. Carson Wentz is not. And they're about the same. Maybe Carson Wentz is more talented, but Jimmy Garoppolo showed me more. You know what I'm saying? So I just went there.
Carson Wentz is more talented, but it's just the injuries take a toll on you, man. You know what I mean? Like, Jimmy, like my man said, he ain't got the strongest arm. So, I know he just had shoulder surgery. He can't afford to lose much of the arm that he did have. Now he is accurate. I'll
Carson Wentz get hurt too. That's another guy that's injury prone. He didn't get hurt last year.
Yeah. He gets hurt too.
I think it was full evident that week 17, both of them, Carson Wentz, all you got to do is beat the Jaguars. I'll never get over this. All you have to do is beat the Jaguars, and you're in the playoffs. Well, Jimmy Garoppolo, all you have to do is beat the defending champs, the Rams, and come back from a 17-point deficit. I mean, come on. I'll take the beating the Jaguars every day of the week and twice on a Sunday, and maybe 5 times on a Monday, and maybe 6 on a Tuesday, 7 on a Wednesday, 8 on a dag on Thursday, and maybe 40 times on a Friday. But, it is what it is.
Carson Wentz didn't play good, but I do got the question why they didn't give it to Jonathan Taylor a little bit more. I mean, you got a running back that's when he runs for over 100 yards, you haven't lost. And I don't know what he ran for in that last game. Might have been 60, 70 yards. I don't remember. But I know it wasn't a hundo.
That's why quarterbacks get paid the big bucks, bro, to win games. And Carson Wentz was not worth what he got. Trade compensation, when it comes to the Washington Commanders. But ladies and gentlemen, enough of that Jimmy G talk. We'll be right back, moving back to the NBA after the break.